everyone, I am Indian cadet Sri Krishna, and today we are going to show you about how to overhaul a fuel injector. So let's start. This is basically the main engine fuel injector which we are going to demonstrate today. Handle with care need to be folded from here, from the top area, so that it may not slip and may not fall, and should be having a tight grip. So for keeping this, we need to invert it and lock it in these loops. So this hole must be opposite direction, opposite side. So let's do it. As you can see, the pressure is rising. So we have made the setup ready. We have pressurized it to 30 bar, and now we are going to open the injector. So by a little bit of heat, we can open it. Just lose it. So now we are going to release the pressure.
Yes.
So now our injector is ready to be removed. This is the head of injector. This is the non-return valve. This spindle pipe. These are the discs. Shim. This is the spring. This is the foot. This is the spindle guide. So now we are going to disassemble the spindle guide, and mainly we are going to disassemble this atomizer. So for disassembling this, we have a special tool. Let's go through. So the first one we need to put is this one. So before putting the half sleeves, we need to check this pin first. So it must be covering the pin. Okay. Then we have to put this groove. And finally put the nut. Now we just need to tighten them both, holding one and tightening another, this can remove the atomizer. I'll show you. So there will be a jerk which make this free. This is the warning that the atomizer has been already removed. Slowly we are going to remove everything. And the atomizer is removed. So while taking out, make sure that the cut off valve, this part is very sensitive, so not a single dent can take place over here. Now we are going to disassemble this cut off piece from the thrust shaft. So from this area. So in order to do that, we need to lock it first. This part is the spindle guide, cut off shaft. So nozzle is removed first, then the spindle guide is holded, and this part is banked by a Teflon or soft material, and they are removed step by step. So this is totally disassembled, as we can see, but now we are going to assemble it. So for assembling, the first part we remove, we are going to install that first. This is the nozzle. So as you can see, there is a marking, a hole here, which we have to match with this hole. So for doing that, we keep it manually and then hit slightly. Now we can see the alignments are okay. It should not be tilted, or else it can be going vertical and can be damaged. Now we have to invert it one by one. After cleaning this, we made sure that the surface is fully clean. No dust particle, nothing should be there, or else the surface is going to damage. And again, need to be reminded that this part should not be damaged or scratched. Then so our spindle guide is ready to be attached to the injector. So now we have to disassemble our non-return valve. So for doing this, we have to make some amendments in this. We need to change the setting of the height. Let's do it. First we put the cylinder. In that we have to put the non-return valve. at last we need to put this. So make sure the alignment is right in the center. So for more perfect alignment, we will bring it down. Okay. So now we are going to press it up to the valve is not. We need to inspect them all to see exactly no crack should be there. All the parts should be correct ordered. For non-return valve lapping arrangement, it can only be happen when it is already disassembled. So this part, for this part, it is specific for this part. In case if it is already disassembled, then only we can lap the portion. Just lock it with the lapping tool, buzzed out valve, and this lapping portion we are going to show you. I prefer it that after assembly only it is better to lap, because there is arrangement for holding this. Lap it in this case. I prefer it better. So we need to lap this part for the proper sitting arrangement. So for lapping we have this special tool. Make sure it's like inverted bulge in, like a curvature mirror. Insert it. But I have already lapped and made it prepared. So both the ends need to be lapped. So this is the body and this is the sitting arrangement of this fuel injector. So the idea is to lap this portion so that there must completely no leakage chance should be there, exhaust gas. So in order to do that, first we will put this tool, just because we are putting this, because if we won't put, it can go this other way. So for our protection, we put this above this, do it nicely, no problem. Before scenario and this one is after scenario. You can see and feel the smoothness of both the ends. So this can make a better sealing as compared to this one. Okay, so now we are going to start with the assembly program. First we will take the body, and in this spindle guide is the first one to be put. Here, before putting this, I prefer to put this foot just for making it easy process. I prefer, it's my personal, you can put later also, but it won't fit good or not, that is the question. It takes time, so just in order to save the time later, we need to put. And here we can see there is a groove which has a locking arrangement over here somewhere. So we need to get it and lock it. I'll show you how. Tilt it little bit, not like this, because if we put like this, it can fall by gravity. So just a little bit tilted, and also good for protection. It goes smoothly instead of rough inserting. Now this nozzle, we can see it's moving. Moving, that means it is not good. That means the grooves are not set well. So we will just simply rotate it little bit and feel it, it will come down. Now there is no movement. No movement. This is okay. This should be the way. So this is the spring. I take a reference of this new spring. Check the dimension. Instead of measuring it all the time, I check the dimension by the new spring. Okay. So after comparing the springs, we need to inspect it from all the aspects that it should not be having any crack. It should not be broken. So after that, we have to measure them. So a slight difference can be tolerated, but if the difference comes, a big difference comes in the size of the spring, that means we need to change the spring, because slight difference of the height brings a lot of difference in the tension force of the spring. So this tension force, suppose the spring gets smaller, in that case the valve will open with low pressure itself. Next component is, in the spring we have the assembly of this pipe. It has the discs. So just for the reference I show you, the disc has, one disc has 25 bar pressure. Like if we insert one disc, it will increase the pressure by 25 bar. And maximum 5 discs are allowed to put. Above that, that means there is something problem with the spring. So now let's take the arrangement to our injector. Tilt it little bit. Again, I put 4 streams or disc in the pipe. Put the spring. Slowly put it inside the fuel injector. Now the next is a non-return valve. So we will put it easy. So it has to be going inside. So in this assembly we are going to put the O-rings just in order to make it more good sealed properly. So the first one is the wear ring we are going to put. So later is the one. And make sure that these both sides are not, should be like opposite side. These lines should be opposite in order to make it more good sealing, in order to give more good sealing effect. So now we have this O-ring. We will put, after applying the grease I have already applied. Okay, then at last we will put this Teflon O-ring. So after doing all, I just put the copper seal for better greasing purpose. Then there is a pin and there is a hole, so we need to match them. First, this backup ring need to be taken special care of. So we need, what I am going to do is I am just going to press it with one hand and align it with other. Coming. So okay, now this pin and the groove, I am matching it. So tight it with the hand as much as it goes. So we put our element back. We will pressurize it. Some people does a common mistake that they are tightening it too much, which results in while opening it becomes very difficult to open it because they have already tightened it too much. So no need to hit or close it, tight it too much. Once we release it, it will be automatically well pressed and tightened. So just in order to check it once more that we have set it correct or not, so fuel circulation hole and the nozzle spray, they should both be matching with the same side. If they both are same side, that means we have done it correct. If suppose this is another side, that means there is something wrong. We need to again check it. So this was the video of us with the assembly and disassembly of fuel injector. Next video we are going to pressure test and show you that how to do the pressure test of this injector. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe our channel.